Welcome back. Another Music Wednesdays. We're back here at Songbirds. We're actually doing something I don't think I've ever done before. We're on the Songbirds South stage.
You never done this before?
No, we've been in the lounge.
Really?
We've been upstairs on their stage. We've been upstairs in the vault, but I don't think we've ever been on the stage. So Lenox Hills, you guys are breaking ground.
Yeah. Trying to.
Well, and it works too, because this is where you're going to be, tomorrow, I guess.
Yeah.
Tomorrow.
Halloween night.
Yeah, Halloween night. You've been here a couple of times, right?
Yeah, I've been here quite a bit in the last year. Started out, we opened for Luthi, I think, May of, I want to say like 2018. And then we've just been coming back ever since. And, we love it here. It's kind of like home base.
It's Luke, Cameron, Kyle, Lenox Hills. You guys, what is this? The third time with us, Music
I
Wednesdays?
think
Second time.
Second, I think. We did it at
the library.
With you guys, I think,
It was like
yeah.
a year ago. That was
Yeah, yeah. You guys were Road to Nightfall participants for a couple years running.
Mm-hmm.
You're from Cleveland.
Yeah.
Lenox Hills is neighborhood, right?
Yes, sir. We were all next door neighbors, so
All right.
yeah, that way.
And you've got some news, right? You've been recording?
Yeah, we went to Nashville and recorded a brand new EP. We were out there for about a week with our friend Sam Williams, who plays guitar with the Weeks, and he was our producer actually on the record. And yeah, it was probably the coolest week of our lives, honestly.
What was it like, Cameron?
I loved it. I loved going out to all the different bars there afterwards, and it was fun.
How about the recording process? Was it what you
Recording
thought?
process, yeah, it was a long week. A lot of hours put in, but it was all worth it. How the songs came out and everything.
Yeah.
That was definitely like the most challenging week we'd done before. We never really we've recorded and stuff, but we never worked with a producer.
Yeah.
So we never really. It's kind of like almost someone co-writing with you, and you have to kind of especially for me. I know Kyle too, because he handles all the drum stuff, but taking it that step back, kind of letting.
Giving up control?
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of the songs we did, because we did 5, and I'd say on about pretty much all of them, really. There were at least 1 or 2 moments where I had to give up control and just trust it, and every time it worked out. So
Yeah.
I guess we were right to do that.
Kyle, did you guys go in you're talking about giving up control, but did you go in with the songs you felt like they were pretty well finished, or did you go in and say, let's see where they go?
Sam actually came over the weekend before and stayed at our place for one night, and we just ran through all the songs and really changed a lot of songs, sounded completely different, and so we took that into the studio. And then one of them we didn't even have written at all. We just had a verse and chorus and guitar. There's no drums, nothing else.
It was an idea. We literally, there wasn't a song when he came over, and then we went and tracked it in the studio and just.
No, that was our free day too.
Yeah.
It was a lot of fun for real.
All right.
And a lot of cool people.
Let's hear one of them.
Alright, so this one is called Good Days. It's probably the first one we wrote for the new record, and I'd say it's probably the unanimous favorite too, so here we go. Was the last month of the last year? We were real nice, we were real deal. We were messed up, we were having fun. And we threw down one tequila. Told my sweetheart I don't need her. We were wasted on the telephone. I swear it's alright. Won't talk about the worst. Just think about the good. There's a showpiece with that dude. You're a show. Who knew you rifle when you came around. And you got off on the cheap snuff with the cool girls from the Glee Club. You were wasted on the telephone. Now I know, I swear it's alright. Won't talk about the ways, just think about the good days. I swear it's alright. Won't talk about the ways, just think about the good days. I swear it's alright. Won't talk about the ways, just think about the good days. I swear it's alright. Won't talk about the ways, just think about the good days. I swear it's alright. Find yourself a way, think about the good days.
All right. So you did 5 songs, all new.
So I'd say 2 of them are pretty old. I think 2 of them are at least like a year and a half old. They were kind of written around the same time, Good Days and Names. And we've been playing them live, and people always liked them, and they've been on like our list for a while to get tracked and recorded. But I guess we had a few before that we wanted to do, and then this came around, and I don't know. I felt like with those songs, we wanted to do them in a project because they really meshed well together. And so the goal was just to kind of find 3 more songs to put with them, and that's kind of where like having a producer really helps. So I think those 2 songs probably would have been fine, but the other 3 coming together the way they did, because I think all 5 songs are really good.
Yeah.
As opposed to having 2 good songs and 3 that were like okay, like all 5 turned out really good, and so yeah, I think that was a good move, just pairing some old ones with some new ones.
You happy with all 5?
Yeah, very
Were
happy.
there fights? Were there fights amongst you picking?
No, not this time. There has been in the past, but it was pretty civil this time.
Yeah. All right. Well, let's hear another song.
This next one's called Let It Bang, and I think that's about as much of an intro as you need, so just get into it. 1, 2, 3. Take me back, I don't wanna be your friend.
All right, you got the show tomorrow night.
Mhm.
Songbirds. Who you with?
We're with Okie Dokie.
Okie Dokie, right?
They're awesome. They're one of the coolest bands I've heard in a while. So they're like way bigger than us. I'm like just really excited to be playing with them, and super cool dudes.
I wanted to ask all three of you because I say this a lot. One of the things I love doing the most with this show and with my job is sort of following bands. You guys started as what, high school friends? High school?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Pretty much like childhood, really.
Okay.
Just, we've known each other since we were little.
Like
It's
2
been,
years
yeah,
old.
2 years old.
And
And then we were about like probably 6 or 7 when we met.
So the band process, what have you guys learned? I mean, because I assume it went from fun to, and it's such a cliche, but usually for most people, man, the girls seem to like this kind of thing, to then it becomes a little more serious.
Yeah.
I mean, so I assume you're a little more serious at this point.
Yeah, we all moved in together, so
Yeah.
we're working hard to trying to make it all come together. But
We've learned that we can yell at each other. I think that's something we didn't do at first. Is like we were all just like, he's my best friend. Like we're super tight. Nothing's gonna come between us. And then like someone eats someone's ramen noodles, and it's like, oh, hell breaks loose.
Yeah.
Things change, but it's good. We're closer for it. We're really kind of like you go from being friends to family.
Yeah.
Because a lot of the time you're the only Kyle and Cam are with me, and I'm with them all the time. Like,
Yeah.
you're the only other people in that person's life. And I mean, yeah, it really does become like family.
Talking to some of the bands that have been around for years and years, one of the things, I think it was one of the guys with Humphreys, it might have been one of the guys that had been with the Eagles forever. Forgive my name dropping, but what he said is you at a point you reach where you don't have to apologize to each other.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You get past the point of saying, Luke, I love you, man, but
Mm-hmm.
you just jump to the but.
Yeah.
Or the forget all that and say, it's not working, and that's a big hurdle for a lot of bands when you don't have to waste that time, I guess, worrying about the other guy's feelings, where y'all know, you're saying it for the best,
We're all pretty straight up with each other, and it comes down to like what's best for each individual song.
Right.
So it's
Yeah,
like
that's true.
definitely open to hearing like everyone's ideas is like the main thing.
Yeah. And if you feel strongly enough about it, you come back to it, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
There definitely fights though.
So what else is going on, and when do you expect this to be done and out and available?
So I think the first single we're putting out in November. We're still trying to work out the official date in November. I'm thinking the 13th. I don't know if I want to announce that here, but I'm 99% sure that's.
Yeah, look, we say that. I've had this with a couple other acts. It can change.
Yeah.
If an act says we're looking at November, it could still be 2-3 months later.
Yeah. That's one thing we've learned too is you can't stick to things so much.
It's done when it's done.
Yeah. You gotta adapt and.
Yeah.
So and we've already had to push it back a little bit. So if it gets pushed back a little more, that's not a big deal. But I know a single's coming soon. The EP will probably be over the next couple months, I'd say. Still trying to get it all finished up and everything. So, when you get to record 5 songs, like for us, that's a lot of money. So we want to spread it out.
Yeah,
and
sure.
So we'll probably do it that way instead of just dropping
Sure.
an EP in one night. Because I think that's just a
Yeah.
better way to get more bang for your buck.
People don't understand when you're hiring a producer. I mean, it's not just the hour or 2 that you're in the studio or the 5.
It's days.
It's days and time together, hanging out, and then post mix and all that stuff. So it takes a lot. All right. What else? Anything else coming up?
Show wise, we play Halloween here tomorrow. Then I know November 15th, we're actually playing here again as a first of 3 opener with the Weeks and the Minks. And then we're playing Clyde's the day before Thanksgiving. So I know those are our Chattanooga shows on the board at this moment. We might have more coming up, but I'd say those are our big shows here
Sweet.
soon. So.
All right. Well, you got one more. We'll probably let that take us on out. So Cameron, Luke, Kyle, Lenox Hills, thank you guys so much for doing this. Thanks to Songbirds as always. Those guys are super nice to let us just come in and take over the place like they do. Anything else?
No,
We're good.
that's it. Thank you so much.
All right. Thank you guys
thank
so
you.
much.
Thanks, Beer.
This next one's an oldie but a goodie. It's called Blimey. My head. Is there anybody in there? I guess they rather do the care. Well, you told me more if you go in time, no fight. You told me more don't got peace there don't go your ways with me between the lines is your habit as you're free of man. My bad. You brought somebody in here, but you swear you